You may have noticed this week that your gas prices have gone up.
Even month to month, inflation is accelerating. It is gas, it is shelter, it is food, groceries, all these things you basically can't live without.
I want to talk to you a little bit about why. A lot of it has to do with Vladimir Putin. The reality is that Russia is one of the 3 largest oil producers in the world.
As long as we're buying Russian oil, though, aren't we financing the war?
Well, Jackie, again, it's only about 10% of what we're importing.
The president's going to do everything he can to bring down the price of gas for the American people.
No more subsidies for fossil fuel industry.
But there are a few facts you should be aware of.
I've argued against any more oil drilling or gas drilling on federal lands, that we can and stop that.
U.S. production of oil and gas is rising.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated and no more subsidies for either one of those, any fossil fuel.
In fact, in the first year of the Biden presidency, there was more oil and gas produced in the United States than the first year of the Trump presidency.
I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel.
And there's opportunities to produce more from here.
What is the Granholm plan to increase oil production in America?
Oh my God, that is hilarious. But part of this is on the oil companies. Right now, there are 9,000 approved unused permits that oil and gas companies could tap into now to ramp up production.
This leasing thing is a complete red herring because they need permits for actual sales, for actual drilling, and for actual pipelining. And the whole story here is they're not getting any applications through. The Interior Department is stopping them.
That's right.
The Energy Department is stopping them. The EPA is stopping them.
So what the president is doing is ensuring we're taking steps here to get more oil out into the global marketplace.
No more drilling on federal lands. No more drilling, including offshore. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period.
That includes the release of 40 million barrels from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve back in the fall. And he just announced the planned release of an additional 30 million barrels.
Based on the price of oil, I've also instructed the Secretary of Energy to purchase, at a very good price, large quantities of crude oil for storage in the U.S. Strategic Reserve. We're going to fill it right up to the top, saving the American taxpayer billions and billions of dollars, helping our oil industry and making us even further toward that wonderful goal which we've achieved, which nobody thought was possible, of energy independence.
The only way to protect the United States over the long term is to become energy independent. That's why the president has been so focused on investing in clean energy technologies.
Last month, we announced a $5 billion investment to build out a nationwide electric vehicle charging network so that people from rural to suburban to urban communities can all benefit from the gas savings of driving an EV.